Alright guys, what's up? NuggetsHoopster here. This is deck of the month, July. Day 1 at Nationals, I ran Sworn. It was pretty close to the build that I ran at Regional. And basically there was just like a lot of sacking going on basically. And it was really hard to win games there because I got OTK'd by Standard Lightsworn turn 2 twice, and I don't think I've ever been OTK'd by a Standard Lightsworn ever. There was just a lot of Lightsworn there in general, and Sworn's better matchups were like against Cat Synchro, the way I built it, and against Blackwings and stuff like that. So basically, I went X3 and then I dropped at Nationals. Then that night I went back to my hotel room, and I wanted to build a deck that I thought could go up against Lightsworn basically through a bunch of rounds of the regional the next day. So I decided to build Drain Dad, and I ended up going 5-2. The two losses I had, I lost to a guy just because turn 1 we get into a skill drain lock where I had skill drain and Colossal Fighter in defense mode, and basically neither of us could do anything. And eventually he drew heavy MST Crush, and I had to solve him some of those. And then he beckoning back double JD Celestia, and then he won. And then game 2, he just drew better than I did and he won. So I lost to Standard Lightsworn once, and then I played Cat Synchro. Game 3, I know he's holding brain control. I got a Colossal Fighter out. I'd already paid 1,000 for skill drain. I already taken 1,000 from Goyo attacking over my Stratos. So he proceeds to top deck into Rescue Cat while I have skill drain out to go into Double Air Belm. Then I know he has brain control, so he plays brain control on my Colossal Fighter, swing with everything for game exactly. So that kind of sucked. Because turn 1 I dust shooted him, I had skill drain. That wasn't in perfect position, but games just end that way now with brain control and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm not complaining. I got 24th. That's pretty good for a deck that I've been playing for one day. Yeah. All right, so here's the deck. I think there's only one change from what I played at Regional. So yeah, here we go. All right, so 1 Stratos. This searches out. This is basically your best turn 1 play. Searches out Malicious Defender and Fearmonger. Search off Rhoda, and it's one of the best floaters in the game right now. 2 Malicious. These help you synchro basically, and they work around skill drain, so that's really good. Defender. 2 of them. These are good when skill drain's out. They sit there, and like last time we really can't do anything because they got 100 attack, so their honest won't do anything, and this is pretty good. Fearmonger, I think I've used his effect once, like total, and I play tested a lot with this deck. He's really not in here because you can just Stratos, get him, allure him away, or de-draw him away if you can't synchro with Malicious or something. And also I've crushed him plenty of times, so he's gonna stay in. Now for the tuners in the deck, 2 Krebins, Search Off, Emergency Teleport. This is a very good turn 1 play against most decks besides like Synchro Cat, because as long as they don't have mind control, they really can't get around this. So Krebins is a good turn 1 play usually, and you can synchro this and Malicious to go into 8. So 1 Plague Spitter Zombie, or Zuspriggenbetter Zombie. It's German. This allows you basically to go double synchro, either with like this and Stratos and then this and Malicious, or if you get Malicious off Tomato, then you can normal summon this, synchro into 8, remove Malicious, put a card on top for Plague, then you have double synchros, so that's really good, and Plague's just amazing. It's crushable, so that's always good too. Gale, this is probably one of my favorite cards in this entire deck. When you don't have skill drain out, this allows you to go into Armor Master, which is a very good play against Lightsworn and most decks, just because they're going to have a hard time getting around it. You also use destruction effects on it. And Gale half stuff, this card's just really, really good. Also allows me to go into Dark Strike, which is how I won one of my games in time, was I drew my Gale and then I won off that. So Gale's very good. Greffer, This allows you to go for big OTK plays with Malicious and Plague Spreader, and it allows you to dump your Malicious and Necro Gardener, which is the one change I made from Regional, was I made it to 41 cards, added in Necro Gardener, and Necro's really good, so Greffer. Yep. 2 Beast King Barbaros, this is your beater, besides Synchros. Even if you don't have Skill Drain out, it's still 1900 beater, and then if they attack, you can flip your Skill Drain, it'll go up to 3000. Actually, there was a new ruling that says if you summon Barbaros while Skill Drain is out, so you already have to have Skill Drain activated, and so you summon it, and it goes to 3000. Even if they get rid of the Skill Drain, this will still be at 3000 because they ruled that since Skill Drain is out, this card's effect to change to 19 only happens when it's normal summoned, and Skill Drain is negating that effect. So even if they get rid of Skill Drain, like if you summon this while Skill Drain's out, it's still 3000, so that's pretty good. 2 Mystic Tomatoes, these are the floaters of the deck with Stratos and Sangan and stuff. These basically just allow you to gain advantage over Lightsworn because they'll summon Lumina turn 1. You can summon this attack. They'll either have to Honest, Necro Gardener, or just let it die. So if they Honest or let it die, then that's a +1 for you. If they Necro Gardener it, then that's one less Necro you have to deal with. There's also like blocks attacks for you because you can once this dies, you get the other one. Once that dies, you get something else. So then you get Krebins if you don't Skill Drain out, and then you're basically set. So Tomato's really good. Sangan, floater, searches a bunch of cards in this deck, crushable, best crushable target obviously. So yeah, Necro Gardener, this is also a very good card to crush. There's a lot of combos with this. You can discard it for Raigeki Break, for Greffer, you can crush it. So I really like Necro Gardener in this deck. And then last card, 1 Dark Armed. This deck has enough draw power to get to it, or I Sark for it sometimes, so Dark Arm's really good. Alright, now for the spells, 2 D-Draws, your draw power of the deck. 2 Allures, these are also draw powers, you got plenty of darks to run it. Rhoda, you've got like 1,000 targets, I wouldn't say like 1,000, but you've got like, I don't know. You got a bunch, and obviously this is mainly you get Stratos or Greffer, so yeah. Teleport, speeds up your deck, brings out Krebins. Gold Sarko. Usually the cards I go for are Crush, Reborn, or Dark Armed, which are all broken cards. So Sarking for those is always good. And then Staples, Heavy Storm, Mystical, Brain Control, and then Monster Reborn. Now into the traps. 3 Solemns. This protects your field presence and your big synchros, and it stops Darkstrike Fighter, which is always good. So, yep. 3 Skill Drain. This negates. This is good against basically every single deck except for Blackwings. And Blackwings I thought I was going to have a really tough time against because I figured my matchup was going to be bad, but my side deck must have been good against that. So, yeah, so Skill Drain is one of the best cards this format, in my opinion. Crush card, staple if you have enough darks, and this deck runs plenty of targets. And actually, this Drain Dad is basically the only deck that has plenty of darks to run it, because basically Cat Synchro, you're going to be crushing Guard or Panther. Blackwings, you have to side DD Crowin to crush stuff, and Lightsworn, they have 3 Necros and Plague, so this deck, this is another reason why I like this deck, is because you have plenty of crush targets. Dust Shoot, it's a control-oriented card, and allows you to see your hand, see your opponent's hand, which gives you information, which is very important to this deck, because you know what synchros to go into that way without having to guess. 2 Raigeki Breaks, I ran this over Phoenix Wing Blast, and I was so glad I did, because I played a bunch of standard Lightsworn. And would you rather Phoenix Wing Blast or Judgment Dragon, or would you rather just kill it? I think I'd rather kill it. And like, would you rather Phoenix Wing Blast or Summoner Monk, or would you rather Raigeki Break it? I think you'd rather Raigeki Break it. So, just based on the format with all the Lightsworn, Geki Break is currently much better, in my opinion. Because there are certain situations where Chicken Blast would be better. Torrential, Staple, Quiz the Field. You don't have to overcommit that much. And even late game, if they're about to take back field presence, you just have this and you're good. Mirror Force, Staple. Okay, so that was the deck, guys. I don't think I'm going to go through the extra deck or anything like that, because it's pretty standard. So, yeah, that was Deck of the Month, July. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I think that's about it. So